Hello and welcome to our channel, Tech Expert Tutorials. In the rapidly evolving world of AI and large language models, China's DeepSeek and Alibaba's Qwen models have recently become very popular, and for very good reason. Both are highly accurate with some of the highest accuracy scores on several different benchmarks, and both offer a free open source version. Today, we're diving into the Alibaba's Qwen family of models. This video will explore Qwen's image capabilities, particularly in the area of OCR, and demonstrate how it can be a game changer for developers. While DeepSeek may be more widely known at the moment, Qwen offers some compelling advantages that we'll be covering today, so please stick around. We will be covering DeepSeek in a future video. Qwen does have a paid version where you simply just sign up for an account and then use an API to access the models. We're going to show you a free version, where you run this from your local desktop using the open source model from Hugging Face. Okay, let's get started. We will be using VS Code in Conda/pip for our application. We need to run VS Code in admin mode to allow the model to cache files locally. Using a cache means we don't have to download the model each time we run our application. The model files will be automatically downloaded and stored locally the first time we use the model. Once we open VS Code, we set up the Python environment using Conda and pip. See our previous video for more details on how to set this up. Link in the description below. So we run these three commands. The first one will create a new environment for us to use. The second one will activate that new environment. The third command installs the packages we need that are available in Conda. Some of the required libraries or versions are not available in Conda, so we use pip for those. The Conda install command will take a few minutes to complete. The first pip command finds and installs pip-wheel files from this GitHub repo. The second one installs the Qwen utils package to simplify our code. Now we need to get some libraries that are specific to our PC. Go to the PyTorch website and select the options that apply. This will build a pip command we need to run, including the CUDA version. You can also run this application on your CPU, but it will take a lot longer to run. Our PC has an NVIDIA 4060 GPU with 8 gigs of graphics memory. Now we run the pip command that we copied from the website. After these commands finish, we set up our environment as a Jupyter kernel so our notebook can use it. Click Kernel in the upper right and select our new environment. The kernel name should show up now. Now that the setup is complete, we import the needed packages, including one that we wrote, named getModelList.py. Transformers is a Hugging Face library that helps with accessing the models on their website. Qwen2.5-VL was written to simplify using the Qwen model in your application. Okay, run the cell now. You can run this by hitting Shift-Enter or clicking on the triangle button. There are many versions of the Qwen model available on Hugging Face. This command will extract a list based on a search string and return anything that matches. As of the date of this video, there are 90 versions that match. Here is the library that includes the code to extract this list. This next line creates an instance of the Qwen2.5-VL for conditional generation class from the Transformers library to load a pre-trained Qwen2.5 model from the Hugging Face Model Hub for image analysis. Basically, it downloads the model if it is not already cached locally, and sets up the device to use. Auto will select CUDA/GPU if one is available. Otherwise, it will select CPU. This setting is useful if you plan to run your code on several machines and some of them don't have a GPU card. Downloading will take a while, depending on your internet speed and the size of the model you select. We are using the model with 3 billion parameters, or weights, within the neural network that were included in training this model. This model is built on an NLP transformer architecture. This model took 21 minutes to download. The model was split into two separate sections or shards. This is the folder where the models are cached at. We have used 2 models so far and won't need to download them the next time they are used. However, they take a large amount of disk space, 4 to 7 gigs for these 2. This command loads the appropriate processor for a pre-trained model from the Hugging Face Transformers library. Now, we select the image we want to extract text from. We select a driver's license. Check out our other videos on OCR to compare results. We use the same driver's license image in those. Link in the description below. This is the driver's license image. You can see it contains enough text for a good simple test case. This is a question we will ask the model. This is a simple example for our demo. Prompts usually include several components. We will be creating a video on how to build a better prompt in a future video. And this is the message we will send the model. It follows a common format with role, content, type, and prompt included. Next, we prepare the message for inference with this statement. This statement uses the apply chat template method of the processor to format a list of messages into the specific input format expected by the model. Then we prepare the image or images or video for the model, transforming them into a format the model can understand. This may include normalization, resizing, and other transformations. Next, we use the processor to prepare the input data, text, images, and potentially videos for the model. Then we move the data or tensors contained with the inputs dictionary to the GPU, graphics processing unit. CUDA is used for NVIDIA's GPUs. Here we interact with the model. For inference, we send input to and generate output from the model using our message and prompt. This is the slowest part of the code, other than the original model download. The value for max new tokens should be large enough to handle the text length. Default was 128, but that wasn't enough even for our simple example. The next two steps take the output and reformat it for us to be able to read easily. It will create an iterator of tuples between input and generated IDs, then decode the model output into human-readable format. Generated IDs trimmed is the model output, which is a list of PyTorch tensors containing tokens. So we print the output to the screen. We can see Pennsylvania and other text that matches. The only mismatch is in number 8. The address should be 123. The model returned 2 instead of 8 and didn't recognize that this should be split from the 123 value. Everything else it returned was correct. These results actually beat the OpenAI and Gemini model tests that we reported from our earlier videos. Now we will go back and test a different image. This time we will use the store receipt. We're changing the image and prompt values, then we run through the same commands. Here's a comparison for this test. Everything is 100% accurate except for the model couldn't read the small print at the top, but it's hard for us to read this ourselves without zooming in. Even if we zoom in, the text is still fuzzy. In general, if you can read the text, these AI models should be able to read them also. That's all we have for today. Stay tuned for future videos where we use DeepSeek to extract text and compare the results to Qwen. Thanks for watching our video. As always, questions and comments are welcome. See you next time.